Alrighty, ladies and gents, we're on our way down to Oregon for another fine American piece of machinery. You're watching Lambvinskis Garage. Let's get it. We made her down to Oregon, and here's the fine specimen we're after today. 1962 Dodge D200, 318 poly, 4-speed. Long bed.
Hey, it's a 3 on the tree, dude.
Oh, it's 3 on the tree? What?
Yeah.
Now that's wild. I figured it was a 4-speed. Shows what I know. But what a fine machine. Pretty sure this one will run again with ease. But that too. We'll go over that in a few minutes. We got to get this one loaded first. Well, look at that. We got her drug out. The old man's getting the trailer turned around. We'll get this thing on there in no time. Would you look at that? It's as if by magic and the power of a Warren winch to get this thing up here. She'll be on and loaded, and we'll go look at that awesome Pontiac. That thing is just beyond cool. This thing's got a Vice Grip Garage certified window roller upper and downer. Look at that. Perfect. They are in here though. All right, now this is a 37 Pontiac Silver Streak. We came for the Dodge, but we actually bought this too. We got to come back later because we only got the single car trailer. But look at this thing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. A survivor that's just in fantastic shape. Man, I don't know how long it's been sitting. It doesn't matter. But we're going to make this thing run again. Trailer doesn't come with it. It's the old school single wheel trailer. He bought it and used it to haul his motorcycle to swap meets and stuff. But look at this car. Isn't that just an absolute peach? This thing is beyond cool. I love 30s cars. He's got vintage motorcycles too. And hopefully we can do a video when we come back and get this, because that would be awesome. All right, fellers, we're loaded up, and it's about 120 miles back to home base. So let's get back there and make this thing make smoke. Well, if you've watched the channel before, you know that we like to stop at Winco, because they have salt and vinegar chicken wings that are just delicious. So the old man's gonna go get some. I'm gonna look this bird over a little better, see if I can find anything real neat or goofy with it. But anyways, we'll get some chicken. So the main places that rot on these Dodges is here, because water gets trapped in the step, and the floor pans rot bad. The doors, the fenders, and this cowl up here where it comes down where the windshield wipers are, and then the water sits in there and it rots that out. But none of that is on this truck other than the floor, and it's been fixed at one point already. But man, the rockers are in good shape, the doors are in good shape. She's got a big old 410 rear end with a 3-speed on the column. There's nothing wrong with that. I did grab the chainsaw in the back wherever it's at for one of my buddies. It's a pretty cool little thing. I couldn't just let it sit there. But once we get some chicken, we'll be on our way home. Well, it's not quite salt and vinegar wings, but you know what? Chicken and Joe's is just as good. Let's get this show on the road. All right, we made her back to home base with our brand new prize. Unfortunately, our weather is taking a turn for the worse, and we're expecting like 1.5 inches of rain tomorrow. So that means we got to get her pushed off the trailer, and we're going to clean it up and then probably make it run. All right, you guys know the drill. Let's get this thing washed up. Once again, I'm using the famous 30-second outdoor cleaner. It's going to get this thing cleaned up just fine. after about an hour of scrubbing of our heart's content, this thing looks way, way better. Not perfect, but man, that orange pops when it's wet. Maybe it'll come around with some wax, but I wouldn't count on it. It looks pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with that. That 30-second cleaner just poof, blows that stuff right off of there. But we had our work cut out because it was pretty thick. This truck, for being a Pacific Northwest truck, is insanely solid. And you know what? That's pretty cool. So, let's move on to the next step of making her run. Well, ladies and gents, we've got some kind of bad news. She's really tight, and take a look at this plug. That's not good. Now, I used the bore scope, and I looked at a few cylinders. I'll put the pictures here. There's 3 of them, and that's the back 3 on this side, and they are not good. So we'll drain the oil out of it. We'll dump oil down the cylinders and see if she'll come around, I guess. You gonna have water in there?
I don't have water yet. Usually it comes out right away.
Yeah. It's oil. Really gassy oil.
Oh, you.
But it's oil.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's good.
Well, that's a bonus.
I think.
Alright. She's got 7 pumps of oil from the Super Magnum Pumper 2000 in each cylinder. Let's see if that will soak for a little while, and we'll see if we can get her to break loose. Ooh, she's really stuck, huh?
Yeah.
It's not even in gear either. That's scary. Well, she's locked up tighter than my buddy Christopher's wallet. And let me tell you, that's pretty tight. We had the big ratchet on it on the snout, and all it's doing is tightening the bolt. So, we're not going to give up yet, because there's still a few more tricks we can do. We just got to get it from here to here. And I got to wait for Christopher, because we can't push it. It's pretty heavy. So, let's get it over there.
It's into it already.
And we're going counterclockwise.
She's...
Counterclockwise.
Yeah.
We gotta go clockwise. No, this is clockwise.
Yeah.
Off the front.
Yeah. Okay. It moved.
Yes, it
doesn't
did.
matter if it moved backwards or forwards, does it?
At least it
As long
moved.
as it moved, period.
There we
Turn the
go.
key on, maybe she'll fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
It's moving hard.
Put some more oil in those cylinders and let them set overnight.
Well, I think.
Let me get some chalk so I know I went around one time. Ha. Mm-hmm. Well, hit the steel switch. Oh, yeah. She rolls over now. Let's put more oil down. All right, I'll go grab it. All right, we are off to the races now. She spins over good. We put more oil down the cylinders. And as you can see from the oil here, it actually spit it out. So it got all the way up and down the cylinder walls. We're going to let it set overnight. We're going to get back at it tomorrow. And this thing's going to run. Believe me. All right, we've got plugs sandblasted and ready to be put back in. There's no reason to put new plugs back in this until we know it runs. The old man's over there rebuilding the carburetor right now. The theory is, when we were pumping gas out of it yesterday, it was extremely orange and watery. So, when they tried to start it last, it had water in the tank. And then the water got into the carburetor, which then went into the engine and froze those cylinders over there. She's unlocked now, so we're going to see if she's going to run. I forgot to mention that one of the best things to do is always put anti-seize on your plugs, because then they go in easier, they come out easier, and it just makes life, you know, easier. Well, they decided to pull the distributor because it would be the right thing to do. So many people when doing revivals don't check the points and the distributor and all that. These are really easy to pull out for the most part and get it cleaned up. So now it should be making some spark and we're just about ready to fire. All right. Ooh.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Trying. Go ahead. Woo! Exhaust manifold leaks quite a bit right there. Can't hit her again. Oh yeah.
Oh, but you need to turn the fuel back on.
Yeah. Turn the pump back
Okay,
on.
start her up, Sad.
Look at that! Oh boy, it's smoky.
Does it have oil pressure?
Your gauges got anything? Well, it's just a light. There's no gauge. She runs though.
Turn her off, Sad.
Look at that.
There ain't no light coming on.
Does it come on when you turn on the key?
Boy, I better go open that door. Whew. 14 pumps of oil in each cylinder makes her a little smoky. But, hey, it ran. Alright, we got full water. Sedge is gonna run the key. He's the key master today.
ahead.
Yep. Look at that. 2013 was the last tabs on this thing, so I bet that's probably the last time this thing ran. She don't sound that bad. Huh. She's gonna be huffing smoke for a while. We put a lot of oil down them cylinders. Cleaned up? Well, let's just go take a look-see then. Oh yeah. Not so bad. It doesn't even sound that bad. Listen to that purr. Well, that's exciting. She's a runner. And we got brakes on it yesterday. Well, some brakes, but it stopped. So that's a start. Look at that. Running like a champ.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's running. I'll say that. I'd be curious to see what cylinder 8 looks like after it's ran for a while. Yeah. Maybe we'll check that out in a little while. Developed a miss. Yeah. We'll let her run for a while. She's got oil and water and all that good stuff. We'll be back. Boy, it might be safe to say that this engine is tired, because that's oil. And so is that. And so is it all over the back of my Yamaha now. Oh well. But, hey, it's running. What more could you ask for? Look at that. She's not even smoking as much anymore. It's been running about 10 minutes or so. Them rings got to come back around. Who knows how long this thing's been since it's actually fired a shot and got up to temperature like this. Man, that sounds good. Could definitely sound worse anyways. What do you got for temps?
Oh, they're low. There's no thermostat.
Ah, not such a bad thing.
Not such a good thing.
Oh.
You need to get up to ambient.
Ah. It'll get there. eventually.
Not driving.
Yeah. Ha. Sweet. Guys, what do you think of that? She runs. She's running on all 8. It only got up to about 140. There's no thermostat in it. So we shut her down. We're going to let it cool down. We're going to check the plugs. But mainly we want to check that rear one. And I want to look at the cylinder. And we'll see how it looks, and then we'll wrap this up. Well, what's that back plug look like?
No worse than the rest.
Oh, well, that ain't bad. I'm gonna look inside, and I'll show you what we got. All right. Well, we looked at that plug, and it looked a lot better than it did. And, well, the cylinder, I mean, but she still runs pretty good. Listen to that. Well, for what it is, we really can't ask for much more than that. So, I'm thinking that's probably going to wrap up this video. It runs again. It'll be driving out under its own power soon, but we don't need to do that right now. So, once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and getting us over 1,000 subscribers and getting us even further than that. So, thank you. We do have stickers. I got a link down in the description. And if you want them, email me and we'll figure something out. But anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice day.